talking about depression. So, I have been dealing with depression for quite some time. Now, I'm not depressed anymore. The last time I was depressed was till I was 27, 28, close to 28. So, I was already depressed for 20 years, starting in my childhood. I think the big part of it was being depressed as a child, was being bored a lot. Part of it for the ADHD, because children who have not been entertained enough, they tend to have ADHD. That I haven't been keeping myself busy, because also part of ADHD too leads to depression. I know a lot of people who have ADHD, and as well they were struggling with depression as well. So in this video, I will be talking about things that I did for my anxiety and depression. So part of it, I think, is that I didn't keep myself busy as a child, as well as going through autism, being an autistic person. Because I'm pretty sure that for every disorder, there is that a lot of people, since they feel left out or misunderstood, that at times they feel depressed as well. That's the way how I see it. Such as people with, who was, bipolar, and then you have ADHD, you have autism. That I'm not saying everyone, but I think majority of the groups who are in these groups of mental disorders, that they do feel depressed because they feel misunderstood. Because I've been living with autism my whole life. I am in the spectrum. It's just the idea my parents, they don't know I am actually autistic. They never really acknowledged it. And in my case, it's I even told them, hey, I am autistic, and they said okay. So it's like, okay, you're saying okay, like you knew it okay, or you're just it just surprises you okay, because they don't pay attention that much to this type of stuff too, what's going on. Because I was struggling with mental health too, and my parents themselves, they are very narcissistic people. They think only about themselves, so they're not gonna see that I'm struggling with mental health. They noticed I was depressed, but they never talked or even cared much about what's going on with me. No, they didn't. And the fact, later on in life, when we moved to Watson Lake, I was even like, why are we even here? Why are we not living something bigger, like Whitehorse, or maybe moving to a bigger town? Because in Watson Lake there's nothing to do. There's people who are getting high and drunk, and crazy people. If you're in a small town like 700 to 900 people, there's small towns, there's stuff to do, but in generally, living in Watson Lake, there's not much to do. People just they drink and they smoke, and they they're doing their own thing, which is mentally not even healthy, because a lot of people there are depressed as well. So this is, anyways, when I lived there, it was a toxic environment. So the fact that I'm here now, I am lucky that I am here in BC, but also here stuff to do. It's just depends when is the good time to do something. Like you cannot always go. Not every day it's gonna be hot to go to the lake swimming. So there's many things to do. You just need to plan out, and you need to have a kind of idea what you want to do. Maybe you don't feel like going out to the pool. You want to go to the beach. Here's more stuff to do. It's just here it's kind of depressing, because here you don't make any friends. So I'm grateful I'm here. It's just I'd be more happier if more people, there's here more people to meet, to interact, and to hang out. That's the only thing I don't like here. But here, I do like it. So that kind of thing even helped me with depression, that I came here to BC once I was out of Watson Lake. So even here I was depressed too, but here I was depressed due to not having a kidney. So I had to be on dialysis for 4 years. So leaving Watson Lake made it more easier, but also kind of depressed for the fact that everything happened like it was a shock. It was overwhelmed, and then dealing with the depression, and then as well as the fact of doing dialysis, waiting for a donor, and then waiting for somebody to give me one. In order for me to receive a kidney, somebody had to die, which is not that good. It's bad, but in order to live on, it needed to happen, which is sad. But nobody wanted to give me a kidney. So that part, I was upset, I was depressed. So I was thinking, okay, you know what? I don't want to be depressed and sad forever. How is that good for my physical health? Because I need to be here healthy. I need to be physically healthy, spiritually, and mentally. I need to work on myself. I need to do things better for me and not to put myself down and yeah, feel good about myself. So things what I used to do is I used to meditate. That helped me with depression. There's many nice meditations on YouTube. There's some that actually clears your mind. There's some that block negative thoughts. There's some holding the baggages or pain that you're holding in yourself is to release and to let go of the past. There's for forgiveness. There is for better sleep. There is for anxiety. There's so many. I did different ones. I even meditated when I was pregnant with Adam. Now I cannot meditate because he's always like, "Nah." He will not let me. But yeah, I did quite a bit of meditation even during the time of pregnancy and as well as depression, because meditation it's really good because it clears your mind, you're relaxed, you're calm, and then they call it another thing I did was it's called box breathing. So when I was in this program, there was one woman. She told me that she works with people with depression too. So I told her that I feel depressed. That was another thing I was feeling depressed about. I was in this program because I had a caregiver, and then once I was with the caregiver, I got the transplant. I moved to a different place. I was staying in a home with other people. I was depressed there because I didn't like it to be there. I wanted to get out of there and be with Sergio. So at what point I only stayed there for 3 months. And then I lived there. So there was one woman, I would see her from time to time, and she told me to do box breathing. I don't know why it's called box breathing, but she says it's like it goes into fours. That's why, like a square, like a box. So what she said is, if I feel anxious, is I should go like count to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hold it in 1, 2, 3, 4, and release it, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, release it, and you do it 4 times, so you feel more that heaviness is coming out. So that's what she said is box breathing, that you count to 4 and then you release it, you exhale, then you inhale to 4, then you release it into 4. So this exercise helps you to calm you if you're having anxiety attack. Another one is my counselor used to do is we would be hanging out like once a week, and we would go to Tim Hortons, get a coffee, and get something to eat. He would buy for me, and we would go somewhere, sit and eat. But before he would pick me up, we would be in the car, and then we would drive and we would talk. And then before heading out, I would sit, and then he said, okay, we can do this one breathing exercise. So he was telling me like a scenery, like, for example, like a forest. Like I would close my eyes, visualize the forest, and then I would see a deer, or I would see squirrels or birds flying, like something happening in the scenery, like to visualize a scenery, like a forest, a beach, something that's relaxing, something that calms me down, to think about it, and then just to focus on it, and then do breathing by 4. And also he says to do like this, like like tapping your leg, like to go like this, and then breathing like 1, 2, 3, 4, or like a certain amount of time breathing like this, different techniques, and then go like this as you breathe out, to go like that, like tapping your body, and then to visualize the scene, something you like if you like to visualize the mountains or the beach or the forest, or something that you really like, in one of those sceneries, like mountains, like the beach, towards the forest, a cabin, waterfall, jungle, anything, like something that relaxes you to visualize, and then while breathing to go like this, because it's gonna relax you. So we were doing this exercise, so it made me feel more lighter too. So it helps. There's many videos, different techniques of how to cope with anxiety and depression. So another thing is, yeah, like the vitamin D supplement is good because you need your sunlight, like I mentioned, I believe. And then the magnesium, what else? Doing the things that make you happy. Drawing, like for me, I used to draw a lot. I was doing more drawing than sleeping, actually. I wasn't sleeping much. I was waking up very early at like 6 a.m. because I was also staying in the women's shelter too. And during those times, I had, for 4 months, I had insomnia. So I was, maybe if I slept, was for like an hour a day or so, maybe less. But yeah, I had insomnia for quite some time in the women's shelter. So what I did was, when I didn't sleep, I did, I drew a lot. So that helped me too with keeping me busy, because just doing one thing might help, but even at times people are depressed too when they are just bored, because you need to keep yourself busy, keep your mind busy, to do things that make you happy. If you're not happy, nobody can make you happy but yourself, so you need to focus on the things that bring you joy, be with the people that make you happy, and yeah, just do. That's also a thing why I believe people are depressed too, because they're bored. If they live somewhere like where I lived, I wouldn't be surprised they would be depressed, because you need to keep yourself busy. And also, it depends where, maybe you're not happy where you live and you decide to go somewhere else, you want to travel. You can work on the things that make you happy. So happy to make yourself happy, to work on yourself is good too. Like some people, they just stay in depression, and they do drugs and they get high and they drink, and they don't do anything good for their life, for themselves. And then there's some people that just say, you know what, I had enough, I want to do things better for myself. Adam is screaming, as you can hear, which is nothing new, he always does. and and yeah, I just personally find mental health is something so important, people should take care of and take it serious too. And people shouldn't joke around, oh, you're not depressed, you're just lazy, it's just an excuse. Wanna say hi? People could hear you. Hmm?
He's gonna try his.
He has a new car.
He's gonna try.
So yeah, keeping yourself busy, taking vitamin D and magnesium, um, positive affirmations, which I did too. I would stand in front of a mirror. I would say affirmations like, I am enough, I am proud of myself. And I would just say affirmations before going to bed, look at the mirror, say positive affirmations. And I also did journaling, my dreams. I didn't do really writing stuff like my thoughts, how I feel, because I didn't know how to, should I express it. And somebody else told me what they used to do is they used to journal everything they were thinking of, what they were feeling, why they're depressed, just to write it, everything down. and then to write on a piece of paper and then burn it, and it's like a spiritual cleansing in a way. They were doing that, so that helped out for them. I tried it. It didn't really. I didn't know what to write down, so mainly I kept myself busy with my drawings, and yeah, watching funny videos, that helps too, and talking to people I feel connected to. Just I did the best. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If there's anything specific you want me to make a video of, I will do it. If you have any questions, feel free. I will gladly answer them. So thank you for watching, and bye.